Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Lutfiandra. My metric number is 258196. I want to present about our group or our group final project for STQS 1023 statistics for information technology, with the title of our project is Public Awareness of COVID-19 in Malaysia. So the spread of the COVID-19 virus in Malaysia has continued to spread since it was first announced in January 2020. So far, there has been no assessment of how people perceive this situation and how to behave regarding the spread of this virus. This survey aims to gain an understanding of how people knowledge and behavior in this pandemic situation. Questions in the survey include gender, nationality, age, have they heard about COVID-19 outbreak, main source of information regarding COVID-19, and concern for COVID-19 and information updates on social media. In addition, we also conduct the survey to find out whether hand washing is important, how many times they wash their hands a day, do they use mask, glove, and stay at home to prevent the virus, do they practice social distancing, will they follow 14 days quarantine instructions after coming back from abroad, do they register with the MySejahtera mobile application, and will they contact the public health department if they suddenly get COVID-19 symptoms. This survey was conducted on 17 until 30 June 2020 and was attended by 101 respondents. So this is the count of age of public awareness of COVID-19. Uh, so most of the respondents on this survey are 15 until 22 years old, with 58 respondents, and then and the list is 64 until 71 years old, with one respondent. So the numerical summaries, the mean for this question is 24.737. The median is 21.094. The variance is 71077.180. The standard deviation is 266.603. The mode is 19.365. So this is the biographical ungrouped data for the gender and the nationality. So most of the respondents of this survey are female with 64.4%, and for the male, it's only 35.6%. And then the nationality for the respondents, most of them are Malaysian with 70.3%, followed by Indonesia with 26.7%, and the others nationality like Singapore, we have 1% of the respondent. So this is the box plot of age of public awareness of COVID-19, which is this title of the survey. The minimum value of this box plot is 15. The first quartile or Q1 is 21. The second quartile or median is 22. The third quartile is 25, and the maximum value is 69. The mean of this box plot is 25.960. The range is 54. The interquartile range is 4. The lower limit is 15 and the upper limit is 31. This is the second numerical summary. The question is, are you worried about the condition of this virus outbreak? So most of them answer just worried, with 56.4% of the respondents, and followed by 39.6% that answered extremely worried, but we still have 4% that answer not worried. So it means it's good, because most of them, of the respondents answered they are worried about this virus outbreak. For the numerical summaries, the mean is 2.356, the median is 2, the variance is 0.311, the standard deviation is 0.558, and the mode is 2. Then the third numerical summary with the question, do you always practice social distance, especially when you are outside of house? So most of them answered, most of the times they always practice social distance with 72.3%, followed by 23.8%. They answer sometimes. And then still, we have respondents that answer not at all with 4%. But based on this question, uh, still good because most of them answered practice social distance, especially when outside house. Uh, so it means they worried about this virus and try to prevent the spreading of this coronavirus. So for the numerical summaries, the mean is 2.683, the median is 3, the variance is 0.298, the standard deviation is 0.546, and the mode is 3. So we have three questions here, which are have you heard of the coronavirus outbreak? What is your main source of information regarding COVID-19? And do you always keep on updating about COVID-19 in social media? So this question will have relation with the question before. So for this, most of them answered yes. They are have heard about the coronavirus outbreak with 98.0%, but 2% of the respondents still have not heard about this coronavirus outbreak. So for this question, the main source of information regarding COVID-19, most of the respondents answered social media with 65.3%, followed by 50.8% with government official, and newspaper 13.9%, friends and family 3%, everywhere 1%, and girlfriend 1%. So it means social media is the the main source of information that most of the respondents use to find the information of the COVID-19. It proven by the next question that the question is, do you always keep on updating about COVID-19 in social media? 69.3% answer yes, they keep on updating about COVID-19 in social media. So it proven the question before. And then 21.8% said maybe, and still 8.9% say no. Maybe they keep updating on other sorts of information. Okay, just that from me. Thank you. It will be continued by my friend Nina. Okay, thank you, sir. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurhusni binti Mak Fauzi and my metric number is 265034. I'm going to continue this part after Lufianda. Okay, first I'm going to talk about the other question of we have in our report, which is how frequent our respondents wash their hand. Do they think wearing a glove can help preventing spreading COVID-19? And also, is hand hygiene is very important in preventing COVID-19. So I'm going to focus on hand hygiene is important in preventing COVID-19. As you can see here, our dominant one is 70.3%. Our respondent choose a very important in hand hygiene. Hand hygiene is very important in preventing COVID-19. Since this sporadic, we doesn't know, we doesn't see, and we doesn't know. And how was the delivery that we that might cause we involved with a symptom is a droplet or maybe by touching. So that's why hand hygiene is very important. For the next slide is awareness on wearing a mask. So I'm going to focus on, do our respondents wear a mask at outside? So I'm very grateful that most of our respondents say they wear a mask, and it's 76.2%. It indicates 76.2% our respondents wear a mask, and there was a people who doesn't wear at all. But it just among a small amount, which is 4.0%. So the next slide is about awareness of staying from outside, where most of our respondents state that staying home can prevent COVID-19, and they choose yes for the answer, and it indicates 89.1% who saying our respondent who saying yes for staying home can prevent helping preventing COVID-19. And most of our respondents also say that yes for if the about crossing the state might increase the sporadic among society. So, but we can see here there's small amount of respondents who said that 4.0% who say no about increasing sporadic among society, because I think I assume good thing where maybe if our respondent followed SOP, follow the rule instruction of public health department, so we might not have chance to have a new cluster or sporadic among society. Okay, this is about awareness. This is, I think, a 3 more question where awareness of following instruction of public health department, where 97% who say yes going to follow health, public health department instruction to quarantine themselves after their comeback, if they come back from abroad, and there are few person who say no, and there are 1% who say maybe, and we can see this chart pie is about our respondent who have registered MySejahtera mobile application or not. So we know that MySejahtera right now it have updated, and we can get a lot of info. We can tell, we can contact a public health department, everything to keep track about COVID-19. So here we can see 51.5% saying yes and 48.5% say no. So I think 48.5% will say no is because their nationality is not Malaysia. So I assume a good thing about this a respondent who say no. I'm very grateful for the respondent who saying yes. So they are following instruction of public health department. So lastly is about our respondent going to contact public health department if their self or their family getting COVID-19 symptoms. So I'm very concerned about who, even though it's minority who say no, 4.0%, but it's still it will allow a lot of, I mean, um spreading. It might give a lot of potential chance to get COVID-19 if they doesn't contact public health department. It suddenly happen, is give a new cluster or something. So I'm very grateful to say yes, it's 95.0%. So that's all for our content, for our question. So this is our hypothesis test, which is we select from 52% per pupil from a public who have registered MySejahtera from our sample from 101 our respondent. So this is our calculation where we want to conclude if the mean of people who register MySejahtera must be at least 30.6% if false or not. So here is our hypothesis null hypothesis, which is the mean must be at least 30.6, and alternative hypothesis is less than 30.6 because it's 27.7. So our significant level is 0.5. And this is our formula. And we calculate it and we get negative 0.71, which is Z score. So the sign of less than at hypothesis, alternative hypothesis, indicates it's a left tail bell shape. Bell left tail area. And for the critical value of this significant level is negative 1.65. So we can see the Z score at from the table 2. So the value of Z score is negative 1.65. So if we make a comparison between the Z score we calculate just now and the critical value, so we can indicate that the Z value we get is more larger than critical value. It falls a non-rejection rejection region. So that means our conclusion is it is true that the mean of people registered must be at least 30.6 is false. So I think that's all from me. I want to do conclusion where from our questionnaire, from our Google form, we see that most of people in Malaysia, even though a nationality Malaysia or not, saying that spreading COVID, understand what is COVID-19 is, and they know how to prevent it because the evidence is most of our respondents saying yes, that they're going to follow all the procedure, wearing a mask, have a hygiene, washing their hands. So it's very good. So we hope that um, all people in Malaysia always beware and be aware with this situation, even though since it's still not end yet, and we need to take precaution to avoid this outbreak happen again. So that's all from our group. Stay safe and keep on hygiene. Thank you so much.